Somebody said a United Health company got breached
Yeah.
because they didn't implement MFA on
Yep.
one of their databases. Shaking my head.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that was part of the snowflake one. Yeah. And two is that's my one of my issues with HIPAA and HITRUST. The health industry, I don't think is as thorough as DOD, because when DOD come out, you're gonna get a 3PO out. And 3POs, they love giving you a bunch of findings. I think they get paid by the findings. So they try to find every little thing wrong with you. So I don't think they have that assessment rigor that I think DOD has. And the IRS is pretty good because they pay Booz Allen. So they're going to make you look bad when they come out. They take it as a personal mission to find something. So I
Telling you, man.
yeah, so they get that rigor. I just don't see HIP and high trust, like I said, with the rigor as the IRS and NIST, and especially STIGs when they used to come out from DOD. Those guys come out, they're gonna find something. They take it a personal challenge. But
I'm
again,
telling you.
I think I enjoy the challenge. But yeah, you gotta be on your P's and Q's because they're gonna find something. So
I'm telling you, I've been through several of those, and
oh
they
my
are
God,
brutal. Oh
Booz
my
Allen used to light us
lord,
up, man. I
they're
first
not messing around.
no man. So
They're not
but the
messing
cool,
around.
yeah, the cool thing though, I tell people though is they gonna make you good or you gonna get bounced out. Cause when they first doing it, man, we got my boss was looking at me. I'm like, hey man, I didn't know Booz Allen was gonna do that. I didn't know it's going at that level. The crazy thing is we had a whole bunch of fighters that go, oh no, you in the top 10 in the whole United States. I'm like, man, I felt like I failed, man. But that makes you better. That makes iron sharpen fire. And like my man said, is once you do a couple of them, you're not surprised. You know what they're looking for. One of the big things, because usually they got critical, significant, or cat one if you stick. So you just try not to have too many big cat ones, man. But as you do it a couple times, you just learn it and you just know what
Yeah,
to look for. And you get more comfortable. Now it's a fighting. It's a cat 3. It ain't no big deal. It's a
yeah,
2. They don't like I compensated control, but go
exactly.
ahead.
The name of the game is management of the risk.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's not 100%. Like you're not trying to eliminate all risk. There's no such thing as that. You're
100%.
trying to manage the risk properly, and so long as the organization acknowledges what's going on and has an answer for that thing, that vulnerability or that weakness that was found, now you've limited the risk by either documentation or having compensating controls or whatever. But you don't want to ignore the risk. That's for sure.
And the thing I try to tell people, especially young guys, is it's cooler if you find a risk, even if you have it on a poem. At least you can say, "I found a risk. We brought it to management. It's on a poem. This is we're gonna get it fixed." It's worse when they go, they find something. You go, "Yeah, I know nothing about that." So at least you want to. I've had a few of those, man. So at least you want to have, because if you identify the risk and you have it on a poem in the schedule, even if they don't like the schedule, part of risk is, like you said, is understanding the risk. Management signs off on it. So now you're not looking like you didn't have no idea about the risk. So now
Yeah.
it looks like you understand the risk, you validated risk, you got
Yeah.
compensated controls. And sometimes is money's not infinite. You need another Cisco router. That's $250,000, man. You ain't doing that this year, right? You gonna get your extra router next year for more DR. You just using virtual. So you want to identify the risk and know that you're on top of it. They can always slap your hand, but if you identify the risk, you look 90% better, even if you get a Cat 1 findings. Your management understood and they signed off on it.